Welcome back, everyone. It's time to go to school. Yeah, we are at one of the most prestigious universities in Korea. We are at Ewha Women's University. No one here though because it's Sunday. I am back in Seoul for the weekend, as I mentioned in the last video, just coming up to take a trip. So I wanted to respond to another comment that someone made where they wanted to see what Ewha University was like and see if it's changed over the years. So we're going to take a quick campus tour. Ewha University is known to be one of the most beautiful campuses in Seoul, especially during the spring and fall season. Unfortunately, we're coming up here during summer, so maybe we'll come back and take a quick picture of what it looks like in the fall or in the spring. But so far, I mean, from what I could see, it looks very, very, very beautiful. And also we'll take a quick walk around and see if the area around Ewha University, which is also very famous, the shopping street in Sincheon, is affected just like Myeondong was. So let's go take a quick walking tour. Now, every university in Korea obviously has some difference to it, but I think they all have like a unique aesthetic. So I went to Goryeo or Korea University in Annam area, and that was like castle themed. So a lot of the buildings were like kind of made of stone, just like this. But this university was built as like one of the biggest underground universities. So if you guys look up pictures of Ewha, you can see this big, huge staircase as we're about to walk to now. It goes from like 6 floors down, I believe. Yeah, there's a map here. It goes 6 floors down and then the first floor. So like most of the university, I think, is underground, which is a bit unique compared to most universities, which are all above ground. So let's just kind of walk around this. And a lot of universities here as well are massive. You could spend like maybe an hour or even longer than that walking around entire universities in Korea for most part. You guys can maybe see even through the windows, like there's so much inside either side of these walls. Maybe libraries, computer labs, maybe even classrooms, I'm not sure. Banks, convenience stores, like there's a lot. And we can go in there. I just want to go and show off the aesthetic of the university as opposed to getting lost in the vastness that is this university. After many steps, whew, we did it, guys. Whew. You totally don't need to do this, by the way. You can just go around. Whew. I'm excited to keep exploring this campus. Well, it feels like another world. That's the cool thing about, I think, some universities. Like I said, my university was more or less like the same kind of like building or architecture, where it looked like medieval castle vibes. So that's kind of what I really like that. And this is, as I said earlier, a very, very prestigious university. And just, I think most universities in Korea, I can't speak for all of them, but from what I've seen on this one and from the one I went to, you can always see like lots of restaurants and cafes and really like a lot of conveniences at the universities. And going to university in America felt like there wasn't as many conveniences. So but compared to the university I went to back in LA, which was like you could take 5 minutes to walk to your next class, this could be anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes to walk to your next class. So these universities are so big. It doesn't even feel like we're in a university anymore. I don't know what this building is exactly. Oh, there we go. We have some. Oh, they actually just have a traditional hanok built, or like, I guess the campus was built around this. This existed before the campus did, but wow, that's so cool. That's really, really unique. Wow. Yeah, if I told you guys, or if I didn't tell you guys I was in a university, where could you guess I would be? Just leave it in like the comments below if you had to guess where this could be. But I'm surprised they don't film like fantasy films or like TV series at these universities, because you could definitely get a really cool like fantasy vibe just from these buildings alone. Still ever so peaceful. Like I said before, I can't speak on behalf of all universities in Korea or even in just America, but this one definitely is very, very, very beautiful. And I think almost, it feels like almost every university is built on a mountain. That's probably not true, but there's like so many tall, insane hills that you have to go up, especially at Korea University. I remember walking up this insanely long hill just to go to my dormitory. And for some of the buildings even here, there's a lot of hills to go up. So just walking around is one thing, but going from class to class while walking up hills, it's not ideal. And most of these universities, I don't know if we can see it here. Yeah, we can. The second one says Ewha Posco. A lot of the buildings will typically be funded by big corporations, so they'll name like an entire building after the company that funded it. So you can see things like Uri, Posco, Hyundai, like building, because they paid all the money to fund that building, which I also find a little funny. On a nice Sunday when no one's here, very peaceful to walk around. I mentioned earlier before as well that this is a women's only university. So obviously not any guys can come here, but they do have a specific rule, I guess, that applies to international students. So whether you're male or female, you can apply to this university as an international student. So I find that curious, I guess, that only Korean men are not allowed to come here. But if you're from a different country, it doesn't matter. I read that about 30% of the student body is male, maybe, at this campus, or at least international students that make up this campus. So it's not entirely only women. I think that was something that they opened up not too long ago, and by not too long ago, maybe in the last 6, 7, 8 or so years that they recently did this. But it still remains a highly prestigious school, and it's not easy to get in. So even if you're male or not, it's still not easy to get into this university. All right, we're going back to the main entrance now. It's just a quick, simple tour. We didn't show off all of Ewha University. It's much bigger than what you guys have seen, but I did want to show off university as well on this channel. Maybe some point we'll go to my university if we ever get the time to. But it's a really unique experience. If you guys are in America and you have the chance to study abroad, I can recommend studying in Korea a lot. It's very cool, very fun. And through my experience of studying abroad in Korea, I had a really good time. Now, my university, I can't say it was the best for international students. I think Yonsei or even Ewha are probably better. Not because the campus is bad or that the classes are bad or anything like that. I just think they weren't as accommodating, I think, for international students as I think Yonsei is, for example, or even maybe Hongik. But it is very fun experience. So, and plus you get to come to these really beautiful campuses that are smack dab in the middle of some of the most popular shopping streets or restaurants and things like that. So which is where we're going to head to next. Let's go ahead and see if the shopping streets of Ewha University live up to its original fame, or have they had the same problem that Myeongdong has, and coronavirus has affected it severely. So let's go check it out. All right, so this is the Ewha shopping street, which, as you can see, we're pretty much right in front. Now keep in mind that it is Sunday, so there's probably not as many people out because of that. But I mean, I see one building that is condemned, I guess. But let's keep walking. Let's have a positive mind. See if make sure everything is still here. Now, I personally don't come to Ewha, or I didn't come to Ewha that often. I think I've been here a total of like 2 times. But the 2 times I did come here, it was just to like meet a friend for like some lunch or something like that. I never went to the university like that. Today was my first time going to university, and I prefer going to Hongdae, which is also not that far away, or Sinchon even, which we'll also go ahead and check out. But as you can see, there's a lot of different streets, side streets that you can go in, very hilly. So this is not for the faint of heart. You're going to be walking up hills, down hills. But so far, I think it's a bit better than Myeongdong. I mean, already there's still many stores that are open, and we haven't walked very much. But you know, walking in Myeongdong, many stores were closed out. So I think Ewha is doing pretty well. And we were walking earlier, and I did see some stores closed, but I think it's still good. It's still good compared to Myeongdong. All right, we are making our way to Sinchon now, and down this street there's quite a few stores that are actually gone or not open. But let's keep making our way. So Sinchon is the other very big shopping street that's very close to Ewha. This one area alone, you have Sinchon, Ewha, Hongdae, and Yonsei all kind of wrapped up together, very close to each other. Very easy to access all of these places within just like 10, 15, 20 minutes walk of each other. So it's very easy to kind of go and see much of Seoul just from this one area. But yeah, even there's some places closed, and it's not maybe 100% what Ewha used to be. I still think that it's fared far better than Myeongdong did. Again, because it's Sunday, there's not many people, so I think during the week there's gonna be a lot more people out and a lot more like vibe going on, as opposed to today where most people are at home or just hanging out, because I think later on it's gonna rain today, so most people are probably just staying in. All right, we're walking towards the main Sinchon shopping street, which is just 저기, just down there. This still area, like all around this area is Sinchon like shopping district, which seems to be a lot more poppin' than even the Ewha University area is. So I guess if you guys are looking for a place to go shopping, eating, and hanging out, I think Sinchon is going to be your place to go, as opposed to Myeongdong. Now, hopefully Myeongdong gets back into its heyday, but for right now, I think if you guys are trying to get that itch of the place to go, I did recommend Hongdae before, but I think Sinchon can also be a really good place to come and hang out. But I can see a lot of people from here. Let's go see if there's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, it's popping off over here, guys. There's a lot of people here. Even some, I think there's doing some like dancing over there, like in Hongdae. That's pretty cool. So the giant building that you can see, just one second, this is the Uplex building, which is like the landmark where people like go to like, hey, let's meet here, and then go start walking around. Oh yeah, they're definitely doing some dancing over there. Nice, nice, nice. Let's go check it out. See if they're still going to be dancing. I don't know who's over there. Oh. That was cool. They're still going at it, but like, oh, this place is really cool. I don't know if they're dancing every day or doing something every day, but definitely come to Sinchon if you want a good vibe. I wanted to film a university for a while now, and it's kind of nice actually, since this was my first time going to Ewha. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I was able to show off that Ewha or Sinchon area is still popping off. It's still doing well, more than compared to Myeondong, and maybe you guys could get a taste of what university life or what a university looks like in Korea. So hope you guys had a good time. I had a nice time just recording, walking around, giving some information. It was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So next week we're gonna have another, or sorry, in 2 weeks rather, we'll be back in Busan with another Busan video. So hope you guys stay safe out there. Thank you so much for all the wonderful comments, wonderful views and subscriptions and all of that. Thank you so much, and see you guys next time. All right, peace guys. Woo.